following video may be triggering for some viewers. It is intended for mature audiences and deals with topics of anxiety and depression.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I'm doing. Listen, I got something going on in my life lately, and maybe I want to open a forum. We're gonna open up. We're gonna open up the floodgates of communication right now, and I want you to comment below and help me along with this little bit of a turmoil I'm having. Listen, I think I'm going through some kind of strange. I don't like to say the word. I don't like to say depression. I think I'm going through some kind of depression because I'm just sad all the time. And it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm getting older and I have children and they're getting older and some are making the right choices and some are not making the right choices. Some got things going on, some others got other things going on. And unfortunately I got like this ET phobia. I got this ET thing going on where I'm feeling some guilt and stuff. I'm feeling some like what did I do wrong type thing going on. Now listen, I analyze my life and I have not been maybe the best person in the world. Maybe you if you watch this channel, you know I got some things going on. I got things going on, but the biggest problem I have is my mind. My mind is constantly racing, it's constantly going, and I have a hard time focusing on one thing, and my mind is just all over the place, and it just doesn't stop all day long. It jumps from one thing to another thing, to a good thing, to a bad thing, to a sad thing, to a happy thing, and it does not stop. No matter what, I could be in the most happiest place in the world. I could be walking around smiling from ear to ear, but internally I am a mess. I'm a mess. And the more stuff that goes on with my family, the more mess I end up. And for some reason, I've been totally like isolating myself, locking myself in my room, and just I've been watching the Joker. I've been watching the Joker a lot. Now, I'm not saying that the Joker is causing me to go a little bit crazy, but I'm relating. I'm relating with the fact that the mind, you know what I mean? Like listen, your intentions are good. Okay, you got all these good intentions, and you're trying your very best to do the very best you possibly can in life. You might be working at a job you don't like. You may be driving a car you don't like. There may be things going on in your life, but you're sacrificing. You sacrifice. See, I'm the type of guy that when I cook my family some dinner, okay, I make my wife's plate first, and then I make my kids' plates before I make my own plate. Now, whatever's left over, that's what I get. I've always been like that. I've always been a make sure that my family is taken care of before myself type of guy. You know what I mean? I put them in front of me. But unfortunately, my children, I got children. I got 4 children. I got 4, and my children got children. I got a child that has a child. You know what I mean? And I always tell my child that has a child, the reason why God made kids so cute, they make them so cute, is so you can deal with them. You can deal, because I'll tell you right now, if I knew then what I know now, you don't even know. My kids drive me crazy. They drive me crazy. And listen, my escape lately has been locking myself. It's like, as a father, you give the best advice you possibly can, and you tell them the things that you think that. Listen, my theory is I've been through all these struggles in my life to make me stronger. I've been through all these struggles so that they didn't have to go through these struggles. So I could teach them things, what to do and what not to do. I use like the book of me as like, hey, don't do what your dad did, or do what your dad did. This is what works and this is what doesn't work. And I think that's the reason why we go through the struggles in our life, is so that make us better people. You know what I mean? I'm one of the few people probably that is thankful for the struggles that I go through. A lot of people, we don't want to deal with no struggles. I don't want no struggles going on, but my struggles make me into the person I am, builds my character. Okay, I struggle, I build my character. Okay, you struggle with something and you overcome your struggle, it builds your character. Okay, and that's just the way it goes. And I want my kids to have good characters, because when it's all said and done and the end comes, all we're leaving behind with us is our character. All this stuff, all my Blu-rays, my toys, and all my stuff like that. Listen, people are going to come to the house. They're going to rummage through it. Some of my kids, they don't even care. This is going to be a burden to them. All of this stuff is going to be a burden. They ain't going to care about it. They're going to probably have these pickers come in and grab all these people that I can't stand. These blood-sucking, scumbaggish people. These scumbagish, scumbagish people that I complain about on YouTube. They're going to come in and they're going to grab my stuff and they're going to sell it for like minimal prices, because some of my family members, they ain't gonna care. Okay, some of my kids are gonna look at this as a burden. This is gonna be a burden on their life. They got their own things going on. They got their own kids. They got their own lives. They got their own husbands. They got their own wives. They got whatever's going on, and I am going to be leaving them with a burden of taking care of this stuff. Now, I got a daughter. I got one daughter. That I talked to her and I'm like, she's like, what would you like to have done? My wife's like, maybe we should have a will. Maybe we should get a will made out because, you know, eventually the day's going to come. And maybe we should get a will made out. And I'm like, I don't think anybody's going to follow that will. I think it's wasting my money. I think it's wasting my time. Like, what would you like to do with all your stuff? I'd like to open a museum. That's what I would like to. I want to call it. Maybe we could call it Melt the Movie's head or something like that, and maybe it could be like a mouth, and the tongue is like the red carpet. And you come walking in, you could walk into different parts of the museum, and it'll be a different part of my head. Like we'll have the horror section, we'll have the comedy section, we'll have the drama section, we'll have and all the toys and all the collectibles and all the CDs and Blu-rays and DVD and pieces of my life will be proudly shown. I mean, I would like to see that. I would like to see people's collections. I go on YouTube and watch people's collections because it interests me, and I think that something like that would interest other people. I might be crazy, but then again, yeah, probably right. But with that said, yeah, I've been down lately. I've just been kind of analyzing my kids and analyzing my choices in life, and thinking, why am I up every morning and going to work and doing what I do all day, and other people don't have to do that. You know, other people can do whatever they want to go do and wake up whenever they want to wake up and go to bed whenever they want to go to bed. And meanwhile, I'm losing sleep at night. I'm getting up early in the morning. I'm not feeling right, and I'm physically making myself sick. And if you watch this channel, you know what my routine is. I've explained what the routine is of my life. Monday through Friday, I go to bed. I try to go to bed as early as I possibly can. For some reason, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'm out like a light. I'm tired. Sometimes I'm fighting it, but I need to go to bed because I know I got to be up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I go to bed, and then I get up in the morning like clockwork, and I get up and I scoot over to the bottom of my bed. I pick up my tablet on my phone, and I check my bills. I check to see what came out of my account. I check to see what bills I have to pay, how much money I have. It stresses me out. I worry about that stuff. Now, that's the one thing I'd like to eliminate. I'd like to eliminate worrying about money and problems and stuff like that. I wish I lived a life where I didn't have to worry about that stuff. But I do. So I scoot over to the bottom of the bed. The wife's sleeping. I scoot over to the bottom of the bed, and I start going through the stuff. As I'm going through the stuff, I start physically getting sick. Okay? So, because now I'm thinking about how I got to go to work all day. I got to go to work all day, and I got to put on a happy face. So this is where the Joker comes in. Okay? This is where this movie has made me feel like I'm kind of part of this thing, because you got to go to work. My job in particular, okay, the job that I do, I got to go into work and I got to put on a happy face, and my happy face is going to go on all day long for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever hours I'm there. I got to put on a happy face. But meanwhile, while the happy face is going on, the internals are a mess. The wheels are spinning, the hamster's spinning, but the hamster's dead. Things are going on in my head, and I gotta put on a happy face, and I gotta act like this person all day long. But inside, it's pain, it's anger, it's frustration, it's sickness, it's just mentally damaging and charging and hurting. And I'm done with when I'm done looking at the bills and everything like that. I sometimes I take the tablet, I go in the bathroom, and I get physically sick. Sometimes I got this thing. I put the tablet on the sink, and I throw up. I gag and I throw up, or I have IBS. It's IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. I gotta go to the bathroom. It's an every morning, Monday through Friday thing. The weekends come, I'm fine. So that's gotta tell you something. It's gotta tell you something where when the weekends come, I'm not gonna say fine. I still have the constant thinking going on there. But as far as the waking up in the morning with the sickness, the gagging and the throwing up and the diarrhea, you know, that only happens Monday through Friday. So there's got to be something to it. There's got to be something psychological to that mess that's going on. But like I said, I it's funny because I get through it, all that stuff. I take a handful of pills. Prescribed pills, you know, that the doctor prescribed for me for anxiety, for stress, for high blood pressure, for high cholesterol, a handful of pills, and then I go off to work, and for the whole day I gotta be this person. I gotta flip the switch. I gotta put on a show. I gotta listen. The job I have, you gotta be an entertainer. You gotta entertain all day long. And if you're not entertaining, you got coworkers and people that are coming at you, and they got issues too. You know what I mean? And you got to be a counselor, an entertainer. You got to be you got to be on all day long. But meanwhile, while all this is going on, the inner workings are a mess. They're a mess, and it brings me to that scene in the Joker. Like my favorite Joker scene, and I mean, I don't think any of these on the pictures on the back of these things, they don't give you that picture thing. But I'm gonna put the Joker scene over here for you so you understand. The one where he's pulling up his cheeks, and he first pulls him up and he makes the smile, and then he pulls him down, he makes the frown. Then when he pulls him back up, and he's like, the one tear rolls out of his eye, makes his Joker makeup run down his eye. And that scene right there, it kind of explains my life. It's like sometimes it hurts for me to be happy. Does that make sense? This is where I want you to comment. This is where I want you to tell me, because I ask my wife these things. I ask her questions. She constantly tells me, no, you're the only one that thinks like this. You are the only one. I don't think like this. None of your kids think like this. Nobody thinks like this. You're the only one that thinks like this. You're the only one. And it can't be true. It can't be true. I feel like it hurts for me to be happy. And for me to think about something positive, I got to go way back. And it's almost like one of these things where it's like, I've never had a good day, a day in my life. There's always been something throughout the course of the day that's messed it up. So there's been something that made my mind go wrong. I've never truly been just happy. And that's I think that's why my Joker obsession with the I mean, like, this is hands down right now. I gotta say right now, it used to be Almost Famous. The movie Almost Famous used to be my favorite movie because I like to write. I like to be a writer. I always wanted to be a writer. I love music. I love movies, and I've always wanted to write stories or whatever. So the movie Almost Famous, I used to absolutely love, because I was like, I would love to be that kid, you know, going on tour with the bands, writing about the bands, meeting the people and everything. I always felt connection with that character. But the connection I feel with this character is a little bit closer, because a lot of people, they didn't want this movie to happen. There's no action figures, illegal action figures, like figures that have been promoted by the company. Like, you can't go into like a toy store or like Walmart or a Target and go buy one of these figures. You can't buy a Joker figure. Why? Because they didn't want to promote mental health. That's what they said. They didn't want to promote the sadness of mental health. But the issue is that people have problems. There's problems out there, and I have problems. So what I'm showing you today is what I had to do in order to get myself some Joker action figures. Yes, I'm a toy collector. I collect toys. I collect movies, Blu-rays. This channel is about nostalgic, retro, my life. That's what it's about. It's about letting you into my life. It's about telling my friends what's going on in my life. And I get, sometimes I get in depth and personal. Sometimes you guys are like, you know, I had one person one time, they're like, I had a comment on, I think it was on Facebook, whatever, and it was like, stop. Just stop. And I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean, just stop? Oh, I don't like what you're doing, just stop. Don't watch. I mean, I don't understand. Stop. I'm not gonna stop being me. I'm not gonna stop explaining myself and then showing you what's going on. That's because this channel is about movies and memories. This channel is about you making memories with your families, and you having choices and things going on in your life. Let's talk about it. Let's be friendly. Let's be friendly here. And that's what I picked up some stuff, and I'm gonna show you this. Check this out. This is what I had to resort to. This is a Joaquin Joker. Joaquin Joker. That's what this is right here. It's a Joaquin Joker, and this is made by a company that had no legal right to make a Joaquin Joker. And think about that. It's a Joaquin Joker. Yeah. And look, this is actually Joaquin Joker, the casual version. But if I and then I got this figure too. Ready? Here we go. Joaquin Joker, the casual version. And I think the coolest thing about this thing is, watch this. Check this out. If I take both these boxes and I put them together, you get two separate Joker personalities, and I absolutely love the whole thought process behind that. So I'm gonna stop first, and I haven't opened these yet. I've seen some unboxings of sorts on these characters, and like I said, this is the only way that you can get a Joker character, because they don't want to glorify mental health, and I don't think it's glorifying mental health. It's glorifying the fans of the Joker movie. That's what this is all about. So I lift up the little thing right here, and I'll show you what I see when I open it up here. We have a carrot figure here. We got a figure with a bag on his head. We got a brown paper bag, which Arthur Fleck from the Joker character like to carry around. We have 6 sets of other hands, and let me pull out the Joker character here, and I'm gonna show you what's up. In the bottom here we have one single cigarette. Let's see if I can show you that. Make sure you can see that. I don't know. This is what they do. I know this is the thing that they do. They put the hand behind the thing so you can see the one single cigarette. That way you guys can see. Yeah, it's what he comes with. Because unfortunately, the Joker smoked a lot during the movie. He smoked a lot. And we got the figure here. And I'm gonna try to get as close as I can. I'm moving my little chair up there. This is probably looking really stupid in the background there. But let's take the bag off. Let's see what we got going on here. What's that? Does it look like the Joker? You've seen it before I see it. Does it look like him? Does it look like him? Comment below if you think it looks like him. Because there's like all different kinds of companies that are putting out these, I don't like to call them bootleg, but they call them third-party figures. And I thought this was the best looking one. And yeah, I gotta say, yeah, I'm feeling the Joker vibes. Look into his eyes. Look at that. I love the way these like lifelike 1/6 scale figures, they got like these glistening eyeballs going on there, and it's pretty impressive. Let me fly him back over here. Let me bring it back there. Yeah, I would say I definitely see some Joaquin Phoenix in this. I'm happy. This is definitely worth being displayed like this. He moves around a little bit. Body seems nice. Clothes are really good. Shoes are nice. This is the Joaquin Phoenix, Joaquin Joker. This is the casual version. This is the non-makeup version of the. Yes, and I had to buy it. I had to buy it. And it came from Hong Kong. That's where it came from, and it took a little while to get here, but finally they got here, and I'm so far pleased. So far I am pleased. Now, here's the next one. Now this was a chore because I wanted my Joker character figure or whatever to look as close to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker as possible. Now, let me throw this out there. That Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, hands down, I'm sorry, used to be. I'm a Jack Nicholson guy. Started off with Jack Nicholson. Then when Heath Ledger came, he blew me away. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you the truth. And listen, you guys can bash me on this thing. When I watch the Dark Knight, is it the one with the Joker? I think it's Dark Knight. Yeah, because it's Dark Knight Rising. Dark Knight. I'll actually fast forward past most of the movie and just go to the Heath Ledger scenes. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that does this? Because if I am, okay. If I'm not, then you can comment below that this is not true. I mean, it's a great movie. I've watched the movie from beginning to end, but I prefer to just watch the Heath Ledger Joker scenes. I'll fast forward to him. The bank robbery scene in the beginning, I think, is amazing. I love watching the bank robbery scene, and then as we move along onto the movie there, he just keeps popping up when he does the thing with the pencil, and it's just Heath Ledger is so charismatic in that movie that you can't take your eyes off him, and that's what I want to see. I wanted more Joker. That's what I wanted in that movie, that Batman movie. I wanted more Joker. So what happened was they did this movie, which is specifically made about the Joker. And I'm thinking that's where I was on board, because I think the Joker. I'm more of a Joker fan than I am a Batman fan. Okay, I think I appreciate the background story behind Joaquin Phoenix's Joker over the background story of any other Joker I've ever seen. I mean, the Jack Nicholson one, he falls in a vat of chemicals and he becomes the Joker. The Heath Ledger one, I don't even think that they explain. I don't. I'm thinking back at the movie. I don't think they explain in the movie how he becomes the Joker. Like, I mean, he does it. How do you know how I got these scars? And then he changes the story every time he tells it. But no, Jack Nicholson, he falls in the vat of chemicals. I think the comic books, he falls in a vat of chemicals. And then this guy, the guy that wrote The Hangover and Due Date, I think it's Due Date, he decided, I'm not going to throw the Joker into a vat of chemicals. I'm going to make him into a more realistic person, a person that has problems, that you and me might have, psychological problems, mental problems, and that's what they did, and that's why they didn't want to make these toys, and that's why I resorted to contacting the people over there in Hong Kong and have them send me some Joaquin Joker. I'm sorry, Joaquin Joker. Let me see. I'm gonna slide this one off here. Like I said, I'm looking at this the first time, and I'm doing my best with these figure unboxings here, because I think a lot of people say you're supposed to put them on the table and you're supposed to. Hey, listen, I'm trying. If I'm opening something up that you might think is kind of cool, then that's. So first impression, I open this thing up, and here we go. That's what we're looking at right here. We're looking at a Joaquin Joker, and we got some stuff in here. We got the Joker, and here we have. Oh, we got the mask. That's the little mask there that the Joker puts on at the end of the movie, and he throws it in the trash bin right before the cops get the old beat down there. We got a little revolver with a. Let me see if I can show this to you. We got not one of the best revolvers that I've seen in a 1/6 scale. It does spin. It does have the spinning feature there. It does have a hammer that cocks. The cocking hammer. There you go. Say that one fast. I got the cocking hammer. We have another 6 sets of hands there, or 3 sets of hands, because we got six hands. Okay, we got 6 hands. The bottom here we have his little flowers there that in the movie he opens up and shows young Bruce Wayne, which I could have did without young Bruce Wayne. Of course, we get the cigarette, just like the other one there. Look at me. Am I winking at you? Am I winking at that? We get the cigarette, just like the other one. And then we got, for my research, and I thought the best Joaquin Phoenix Joker that is on the black market. Should I say? Is that what I should say? The black market today? Because I think this one looks the most like the Joker. And I'm gonna do my little chair bounce thing there and try to get the right in your face, taking it off here. There we go. Let's go. Let's get right in there. Look at that. Am I too close? Can you see it? Like I said, I'm gonna put some pictures up there, because maybe I'm not capturing this the proper way so you understand, appreciate it. But this thing, the glisten in his eyes is what sells these figures to me. I'm trying to move it back and forth so you can actually see the glisten and the paintwork. I mean, if you get close to these things, now these things are not cheap, okay? I understand these are the Hong Kong ones, but I believe I paid $150 a piece for them. It was like, actually, no, it was less than that. It was less than that, because I think it was like $280 total for both of them, and I got them from the same seller on eBay. But I was like, I need to get me a Joaquin Phoenix Joker to display in my 1/6 scale cabinet. This thing, I'm looking at this for the first time, and I am very, very pleased. This is beautiful. This is very beautiful. I am really satisfied. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna put some stuff up here, some footage or whatever, so you can see this whole thing. I'll put the bag back on his head because these are not ready to be displayed yet. I still have to and yeah, he came with some stuff. So now I can put Joaquin Joker next to regular Joaquin Arthur Fleck, and I can have like a before and after, because to be perfectly honest with you, I mean, if you've seen the Joker movie, he don't really become like the Joker until the end of the movie. He's pretty much Arthur throughout the whole course of the movie. But this is I think this is cool. I mean, I'm ready to put these boxes behind the figures, because I just think that's cool. It's like looking at each other like alternate egos, like alternate personalities. It's got some Joker and Hong Kong language stuff going on over there, and then and I'm gonna tell you the truth, my friends. When this video is done, this is my thing. Purchases are temporary happiness. Okay, this is what I gotta make very clear to everybody. When I buy something, it's a temporary happiness. There's gonna be another happiness. There's gonna be something else that's gonna come down the pike. It's gonna come down the road a couple weeks from now, and I'm gonna want to buy something else, and I'm gonna get it in the mail. It's gonna make me happy. It's gonna bring joy into my life for a temporary amount of time. What I'm looking for is some permanent joy, some permanent happiness, and this is where the forum has been open. It's been open since the beginning of this whole unboxing slash what's the word, therapeutic YouTube session. Okay, let's call it that. Should I call it a therapeutic YouTube session? Maybe I should put that in the thing. This is a anxiety, depression, YouTube therapeutic session with Melted Movie here. When's the joy gonna happen? You know, when's the permanent joy gonna happen? What is gonna fulfill my life? You know, when do you start to feel comfortable? I mean, I worked with people my entire life, and they reached a point either younger than me or older than me where they were just comfortable and happy. They would go out on the weekends. They take their wives out. They go out to eat, they come into work on Monday, and they were happy to come into work, and they were just happy. They had a good weekend, and they explained to me about all the fun things that they did and all the exciting things that they did, and they were happy. And I'd look at them and I'd be like, where is my happiness? When is this up here gonna slow down and let me rest? Because I get tired. My friends. I get tired of my mind going all the time. It's a tiring thing. The one thing I gotta tell you that brings me joy, and if you've made it this far, I'm gonna tell you, and it's a temporary joy, but it's a joy nevertheless, is when I see people hit the like button and they hit the subscribe button. When I see that subscribe button, when I see a new subscriber and I see somebody's on board with me, I feel like I found a new friend. I don't know how you feel, man, but me growing up, I didn't have that many friends. I wasn't allowed to have friends. My father said, you can't have friends. All the people that we have in this house, these are your friends. These are your friends, the people in this house. There was kids that had birthday parties. Like, you don't want to go to a birthday party. You don't need to be involved in those people's lives. I went to one birthday party when I was a kid. One birthday party when I was a kid. And I had to beg to go to that birthday party. And I'll never forget it. The kid's name was Sandy. I'll never forget it. And I asked my father if I could go to this birthday party. He's like, yeah, you can go to the birthday party. And I needed to bring him a gift. Of course, my father, he's like, man, he's not on board. I'm pretty sure my mother went and snuck, and she went and bought me a Matchbox car. A Matchbox car for this kid's birthday party. Now listen, granted, it's the thought that counts. I get it. It's the thought that counts. But I'll never forget. He was upset to begin with that I had to go to this birthday party. But I went to this birthday party, and I show up with I think it might have been 2 Matchbox cars. I don't want to exaggerate. I want to try to tell the truth if possible. It was either 1 or 2 Matchbox cars. And if you know, back in the day, or even now, I think Matchbox cars are like a buck a piece. So of course, all these other kids are at the party, and then they're unwrapping. He's unwrapping all these presents and everything like that, and he's getting like all excited. He got a magic kit. I'll never forget it because I was like, ooh, I wanted a magic kit. It was this cool magic hat, and it had like all these little things. It was just cool. And then he got to my present. And it was 2 Matchbox cars wrapped up. And after opening up, all the cool stuff, the G.I. Joes and the the aircraft carriers and the A-Team guns and all this cool stuff, he gets to the Matchbox cars and he opens it up and he just threw it on the table. And I was embarrassed and sad. I remember the kids got up and they went to go play. They all took off into his bedroom to go play, and I sat there with his parents. I sat there, and I didn't move, and I waited for everybody to leave, and I couldn't wait to get out of the house. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to go back home. And it's see my mind. See, I know where I'm going with it, but what I'm trying to say is, growing up in life, my friends were very minimal. Very minimal. When I got to high school, that's when I started meeting friends. It's when I started rebelling in a way and started saying, like, you know what, it's up to me now. I'm on my way. I'm gone. I'm done. I'm done with your this mess and mind game thing, and I'm gonna go have some fun with some friends and make some friends. So it wasn't until my high school years where I really actually found friends and really kind of went a little wild. But whenever I see that number go up on the subscribe, I feel like I made a new friend. That's where we're at with this. I feel like I made a new friend. So I appreciate you, my friend. And do me a favor, please. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you later.